So we're going to have a little part of this program called Wildlife Corner, and today's animal is the giraffe. Well, in Kiswahili, the word for giraffe is, I'm sure some people know it out there know it, twiga. And in Maasai language, it's ormeut. So maybe we can try to say that, ormeut. So some people who have been to Kenya may know that in Kenya there's multiple subspecies. In fact, there's 3. So anybody out there maybe know some of the subspecies that are there? Some people have had a chance to visit, go on safari, go to the world famous Giraffe Center in Nairobi. Down in southern Kenya where we work, we have the fortunate, everyday fortune to be able to see the Maasai giraffe. And that is the most common subspecies in Kenya. So the Maasai giraffe, can we see? You might notice a certain irregularity in the pattern of the Maasai giraffe, and they call it star-shaped. So this is one of them. They can be up to 19 feet tall, and they're amazing animals. I don't know, maybe some of you have studied giraffes. You might know some interesting facts. We'd love to hear anything that you know about them. I've been to feed them at the Giraffe Center in Nairobi, and one very interesting thing is they have a very long, up to 18 inches long, and sticky tongue. Not slobbery, as my coworker Colleen mentioned to me. It's not slobbery, but it is sticky. And that actually allows them, it's very narrow at the point, allows them to get up into the top of the acacia trees and get in between the thorns so that they can get at the most tasty leaves up there. At the Giraffe Center in Nairobi, there's the second species of giraffe, and that is called the Rothschild giraffe. And you might notice from the other picture that it's slightly different. There's a lot of creamy divisions between the spots. They're quite a bit wider than the Maasai giraffe. And also, it has white socks, as opposed to the Maasai giraffe, which has the pattern going all the way down to the feet. And the third type of giraffe in Kenya is the reticulated giraffe. And it's quite a bit different. It's very beautiful. This is up in the northern part of Kenya, which is a bit drier. And you'll notice that it has quite a bit of different patterning. So it's... Okay, so Joanne out there is a giraffe lover. I don't know if you know, have you ever seen this amazing detail and notice that they're so different, actually, the pattern. So this is the reticulated giraffe, which is quite a bit darker than the other ones. It's not orangey brown. It's sort of a dark, I don't know, you call it brick red or oxblood colored, and also very thin white divisions between the markings. One of the special features of the Rothschild giraffe, let me just show you a picture of that again, is that you'll see that it has, they call these horns up here. And it's actually, the technical term is ossicone. Most giraffes have 3, but a Rothschild giraffe actually has 5. So it has one big one in the middle, these 2, and actually behind the ears it has 2 smaller ones, which I didn't know until I started researching this a little bit. One of the amazing things about giraffes is how huge and tall they are, right? Very long legs, very long neck. And when you watch them running, it actually looks like they're running in slow motion. But I can tell you, only 2 strides and they're running across the road, which is amazing. Here I have a very cute picture of a baby giraffe. And here's the baby giraffe running with this little tail sticking up. In the Maasai community, they live very close to wildlife. And what people say about the giraffe is that it's very peaceful. And the other characteristic about the giraffe is that they can see far because they're very tall and they can see far. And in fact, we often hear people saying, I want to be like a giraffe who sees far. So that's our little story about giraffes today. There's a lot of other things. They're amazing just in their physiology that allows them to be able to pump the blood up to the head and all sorts of other things. But really, I'd love to hear some of the things that you know about giraffes. And maybe you could share that with, maybe somebody can do some research in the course of the week, and I can share some of those things that you found out about them in time for next week's show next Friday. So oh, okay. So so I've got Diane saying it's so cute and it has Bambi legs. And that is really, it is adorable. They're adorable. Especially when you see them. I mean, I'm going to just show you. It looks like a regular tall giraffe, but actually if you see it next to the adult giraffe, you'll see how much huger the adult giraffe is next to it. So you can see that when they grow, they get a very, very long neck, and the body becomes much bulkier. And also the head, the ears get longer, and the ossicones get more pronounced. So just a reminder, Kiswahili, the word is twiga, and Maasai, ormeut.